So our next technique is going to continue up the anterior compartment of the leg, principally the tibialis anterior. So I'm going to turn my hand so that my knuckles are near this edge of the tibia, and I'm going to go up Susan's anterior compartment, up the front of her shin, not pressing into the shin bone, and bringing this tissue up. Now, at the same time, I'm going to ask her to do the same movement that we did before of dorsiflexing and plantar flexing, which helps her know where I am, helps me know where she is, and helps the tissue wake up and melt in general. All right, well, so let's have Sunshine try this same thing. The first thing you want to do is make sure that Susan's leg is not laterally or medially rotated. And then just take your hand and turn it so that these knuckles are coming in contact. And again, it's right down through your arm with your weight. That's good. And now as you move up, you get her to dorsiflex and plantar flex. And your idea is not to work hard with your muscles, but just to sink into her leg with your bones, with your weight.
How does that feel, Susan?
That feels good. It felt sort of sharp in the beginning, and then it smoothed out as you were working your way up my leg.
Again, Sunshine, if you take a step back with your left foot, with your back foot. Yeah, there. And then if you push on the ball of your back foot, that just gives your weight to her leg. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to do it with your arms, you can do it with your feet. That's it. Okay, you just stay right close to, that's it. Things are popping. And keep right on going till you get about to here, because that's all that tibialis anterior stuff.
That was much smoother.
Great, just like that. Coming up that way is one way to do it. There's a lot of people for whom the tibialis anterior is really tight. In fact, we would number Susan among these right in here. So sometimes I'll just take these knuckles or even these knuckles, but let's do it with these. And I will sink into the leg like that. And now, Susan, you come up and down. And it's really, I'm not moving at all. It's the client's movement that is doing all of this. But it allows me to sink into her leg a little more deeply. You feel that?
Yes, I do.
Deeper, deeper down in the muscle?
Yes.
It's still not painful,
It
is it?
says, oh, this...
Is it
this
painful
was tight.
or, yeah. Yeah, well, you see, that's where the pain thing becomes funny, because I don't want to impose pain on your body, but there's pain in your body that needs to be exposed. So
Right.
it's a gentle dance that we have to do, because right there, things are really tight.
You're at the hedonic point.
I'm at the hedonic point, okay. So, Sunshine, you come in and try that. Yeah, whichever one feels more comfortable. And she doesn't move until you get set in. You relax, Susan, and Sunshine, you come in. And when you feel well set up, feel like you're in there, just tell her to dorsiflex and plantar flex. Feel the muscle moving underneath your knuckles?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For this next technique, we want to include the tissue on the surface of the tibia, and to do that, you need to make your hands into a kind of rooftop. If you take that second knuckle and you put them together like that, so that your underlying hands form a kind of roof, you can put that down on the ankle such that this hand corresponds and kind of melts into the front of the tibia, and this hand melts onto the tibialis anterior. So this is a kind of variation on the other technique, the last technique, but one in which we include the tissue on the front of the tibia. And once again, I'm going to ask Susan to bring her foot up and down, and I'm going to bring my hand up. My knuckles stay together on this. I'm not spreading apart yet. I'm going all the way up the tibia with this. Keep moving, Susan, up. Yep, lovely. And then when I reach the tibial tuberosities, I do spread wide under the knee along the tibial condyles. Great. So, Sunshine, you have a go. Okay, that's great. Just keep those knuckles together. Sink into leg. And do you feel what's between you and the tibia bone here? You're just kind of, there is a layer of fabric, and you're just lifting that layer of fabric off the bone and loosening it from the edge of the bone. You might feel little crunchy things under your hands as you go up that bone. That's calcium lactate, and they will melt and fall away. Great. It looks good. Does it feel good, Susan?
Feels very good.
Good. And so now as you get up to the top of the tibia, you just let your hands spread under those tibial condyles, and eventually you fall off. Yep, just like that. Great. Yeah, if you want to emphasize that with your fingers, you can. Good.